Welcome back. We all know what anger is. We've all felt it, whether as a fleeting annoyance or as full-fledged rage. Joining us again is occupational therapist Amy Isaacs, who will help you control anger before it controls you. Welcome back, Amy.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Now, Amy, a lot of people want to find out, and I know certainly for myself, who has experienced anger on so many different occasions, can it ever be positive or can it ever be used constructively?
Absolutely. Anger pushes us into a space of, especially when it comes to injustice.
Yeah.
You know, even as South Africans, we have a full-fledged civil society. A lot of it based on people responding to their anger about an injustice. So we can definitely take our space of something makes me angry. What am I going to do about it? You know, is it something that I want to do something about, especially if it's a community space or a government space, something that I, as an individual, can play a part in. But at the same time, it can teach us so much about ourselves. Maybe there are things that really make you angry and you're not understanding why. But when you start asking the questions of why does it make me angry? Oh, I actually don't like doing this. And every time I have to do it, it makes me really angry. So we can use our anger as something that can teach us so much about ourselves.
If you're not the angry person, but you're a family member, you're a support system, a friend, a colleague of someone who is continuously lashing out. They are always upset and you always feel like you're a soft target and you don't know when to you're walking on eggshells. How best to manage that situation?
As with all situations when it comes to mental health and changes in behavior, it is helpful to have a conversation. It's a difficult conversation to have, but it is something that you need to maybe structure in a way that you tell someone, you know, I need to have a conversation with you. I will say not at the point when they are very angry, not at a point when they are lashing out. Maybe it needs to be another point when they are calm, or even just to have a conversation of, I need to have a conversation with you, but I need you to stay calm because I'm walking on eggshells and I'm not enjoying it. So I'm having an issue with us at the moment. And then being a very frank and firm conversation, but also from the space of, I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
You know,
because I can only imagine a lot of people become defensive, which might spur on or trigger them into that space of rage.
No, nobody likes to be told you have an anger problem. That's immediately going to make you go, what do you mean I have an anger problem? But actually, if we can create the environment where, again, the person, if it is somebody in your life, you need to feel safe as well. So create an environment where you feel safe and then have the conversation of, you're important to me. You know, I want to support you. I want to continue the relationship between us, but I'm not happy with how you are responding to anger and I'm worried about you because it might not be an aggressive or a destructive anger space between somebody you cared about, but there have been some terrible instances of road rage, which actually changes somebody's trajectory of their life completely.
If I need to, let's pretend I'm in an anger management class right now. And I feel myself already starting to get hot. I know I start feeling it under my armpits and I start sweating and I don't want it to go there where it can. How do I communicate with myself? How do I calm myself down for things to not go south?
Absolutely. So anger, as with all emotions, are a feeling, right? And our feelings are also energy within ourselves. It needs to go somewhere.
Yes.
Your anger needs to go somewhere. How are you going to process your anger? If it's in a situation where you actually can't be angry right then, you know, maybe it's a job interview or something where, you know,
you can't explode.
You can't explode. What you can do is try to contain yourself with your breath. Your breath will immediately calm you. Because also if you notice when you do get angry, you start short breaths.
Hyperventilating.
Like you're saying, you get sweaty. All of this, again, is like we spoke about earlier, the response of your stress response. You can try and control that a little bit with your breath. So even if it's a nice inhale through your nose for 3 and exhaling for 6, you might need to do that a few times, but you're actually almost hacking your brain when you do that.
You're overriding the system.
Yeah, because the system is telling you, I need to fight. I need to do something. Whereas what you're telling your brain is, you're okay, I've
got control.
Yeah, you can't do that consistently in a toxic environment or an environment that actually pushes your anger. And I think people need to know that as well. It's not just a you problem. Like we spoke about earlier, there are external factors to your anger as well. And we have to acknowledge that because it's very easy for us as humans to go, oh, I'm the problem.
Yeah.
I'm always the angry one. I'm always the frustrated or the irritable one. I'm just going to back out of all relationships and isolate myself. But you have to acknowledge the environment plays a part in it. What you can do is learn how to manage your anger, learn how to manage your response. And there are many tools and tricks about it. And there's a lot of information. Again, if you cannot find time or money to see a therapist to support you, have a look online. There are books written about anger. There are YouTube videos and podcasts. Learn about yourself. Learn about why you respond that way. And only when we learn about ourselves and why we respond that way can we use that information to better support ourselves in feeling better.
Thank you so much, Amy Isaacs. You have been a gem. Thank you so much for breaking down what is a very tough conversation to have, but a one that's definitely needed.
Thank you so much. It's been a lovely conversation.
As we've learned here today, it's crucial to adopt healthy coping mechanisms when it comes to managing anger and to seek help when needed.